Welcome to Man2Man, a show about drugs, alcohol use, and addiction disorder. On our show today, we have Unopala with Stephen Matriko. And our topic for today is drugs, alcohol, and addiction disorder on our athletes, on our communities, obviously. We're having different views. Mr. Stephen, welcome.
Thanks, my brother.
Sharp. We're having different views about how drugs are affecting the community, especially our athletes. We're looking at our young kids coming up nicely, and then when they get to a point where they have to reach their goals, something like alcohol takes over, something like drugs take over.
Yes.
So before we even go into that, tell us a bit about your work that you're doing.
Yeah, obviously I'm an activist in my organization called Housing Assembly.
Yeah.
But also I'm an activist in my community. So obvious Housing Assembly, you can't just be a member of Housing Assembly without being active in your own community.
Okay.
So I'm also a member of Khayelitsha Youth Development Council. So my portfolio there is sport. So in every youth activities that are happening in my own community, I participate. So, but mostly of the time that I've occupied my space now is participating on Housing Assembly. So basically we want our people to have an access to housing.
Nice.
So currently we have a highest level of occupations. So because of people not having houses, because of people being retrenched, so people are not able to pay rents, so they decide to go and occupy spaces where they can live peaceful without having the stress of they have to pay rent and also have to provide food for their children.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
so
sad. Just sorry, on that very note, let's go back to the sports. How does the drugs and alcohol affect the young kids on our communities?
I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah.
I was an athlete first. I was running cross country, and because I was in a school whereby, the high class school whereby I have access to everything. But then I went to live in Khayelitsha, now in a township.
Yes.
Now where there's high rate of unemployment, there's high rate of drug abuse, alcohol, everything is done in front of kids. So now there I adapted everything. I was playing football, active, but then because of growing up, while we are growing up, you think that now when you are given an opportunity, when you are over 18, you are given an opportunity to do anything that you want. Your parents cannot tell you what to do. So I started drinking while I was busy with sport, you understand? So alcohol and drugs are very affecting young people in our communities because they prevent them from everything, you understand? Firstly, they use it to strengthen themselves, but then thereafter it kills them. Because I'll make a typical example of what is happening in our communities currently. You will find that young people go to the field and play football because most of the time people are exposed in soccer rather than other sports, you understand? True. So you will find elders bringing alcohol in the sport fields, you understand? And it prevents them, the young people, from focus because now they also have, while they are playing, their minds now are not only on the field, but they are also on the alcohol. And they think that now, after you've been tired, then you can go, when you are dehydrated, the only solution will be alcohol. You understand? Now remember, when there's been a tournament, maybe let's say Friday to Sunday, there's a tournament, you understand? Now from Friday, after the field, the boy goes to a tavern and drinks because thinks that when you are dehydrated, then you can relieve yourself with alcohol. Then tomorrow you have a hangover. Do you think that you are going to be able to play the same way you played yesterday?
You can't.
Now that is the most of the things that we've seen that affecting people, young people in terms of alcohol and the drugs. So now the drugs addiction, it's a system that has been created in this country because when you create a solution, it means that you have no plan for killing that particular addiction, because these rehabs that have been created, it means that they are not really dismantling this addictivity that is happening in South Africa, because they just speak to kids, and then when they go back, they start drinking and they start doing drugs again. So that system that we created by the country, it also works for them, because they get money from those rehabs, because there are investors that invest money to that. So government also benefit from that. So drugs will never disappear in South Africa. Alcohol will never disappear in South Africa. Alcohol currently is one of the highest business making in the country. Now, do you think that can prevent young people from drinking?
Obviously not.
It will never.
Tell me, for you personally, how did it start? Do you remember the time it started and how? With you, I believe you are at the peak of your soccer career.
For myself, when I was starting at age of 16 years old, of which in black people's communities, at 16 years old, it's a culture that has been created, that it's where it's a stage that comes. We call it the stage, you understand? So we have adapted that thing. That when you are reaching 16 years old, that's where you get, because you are in grade 10 at school, and then you are meeting new friends. We are in high school, you understand? So now, maybe you have 2 years already in high school now, so now you have that power that you think that you are old, you understand? So we started drinking while we were playing soccer, you understand? But we were only doing it partially, not like all the time, until such time that I thought that maybe I'm also dependent. I'm not dependent, I'm independent, you understand? So this means that I can do whatever I want. So it really prevented me from soccer, alcohol, especially alcohol, because now I could not focus in the field, and then my friends will tell me that I'm wasting their time, or sometimes they will say they are coming to support me. You understand? Because they will tell me about my age, and they would tell you at your age, you are 18 years old, and you are still playing in Khayelitsha. And a young boy that is 18 years old at this stage is supposed to be at least playing at the Villa Golden leagues. You understand? So now that demobilizes your strength. You understand?
That puts pressure on you. Yeah.
So now, and then they will come and say, come, we will support you. When they go to the field, they bring beers. Understand? And they are saying that they're doing that in support. And remember now, when it's break time in the field, you're not going to drink water, obvious, because there's a beer there that your community is exposed. You understand? Your friends exposed. So it's something that we thought that it was a fun, but at the end of the day, we didn't notice that it's killing our future, because now I can't even kick a ball.
Mr. Stephen.
That is the problem. That's the situation that we are in.
Nkokheli, ithi siye kwi-break yokwangoku, sizawuphinda sibuye. Uhleli nathi apha ku Man2Man, sihleli no Stephen Maceko, siyabulela, sawubuya. Sure.